Day 549, 22 for 22. Good morning. Hope this finds you well. Please stay in your fight and do not quit. Today is Red Friday. Please remember everyone deployed. We got people everywhere doing all sorts of things, including combat. So if you pray, say a prayer. If you don't, please do what you do. And today we're going to talk more about getting help. It's going to take you making the choice to want to get the help. Everybody can tell you that you need to go get help. They can deliver you to a place for you to get help. They can berate you. They can walk away from you. They can do everything that you could imagine to want you to get help. But it's not going to do one lick of good if you don't choose to get the help yourself. Get the help yourself and stick with it. There is many instances of people saying, yep, I'll get help. And if you honestly, if you watch the show, I don't even know if it's still on because I don't watch a lot of TV, but Intervention, this is a lot like that. You have to want to make the changes in your life to work to get better. It's not easy. It's uncomfortable. It's painful. But damn it, when you get to the other side, the pain is reduced, the uncomfortableness is reduced, and you can live a decent life. You can live a mostly happy life. You know, and a lot of this is brought on by substance abuse. It is brought on by the PTSD that you have from whatever's happened to you. But the PTSD is, like I said in another video, is not a defining factor. It is not a characteristic of you. It is a condition that you have, and it can be mitigated. It may not be entirely able to be beaten, but it can be mitigated. You just have to work at it, make the right choices for yourself. And I gotta say, and I'm not a teetotaler. I'll have a beer every now and then. I don't do any hard drugs. I don't do any soft drugs. I honestly just do a lot of homeopathic stuff and what drugs I need to keep me alive, because I got a couple I got to take to keep me going. But substance abuse, it is a multiplier. It may seem to deaden things, but it really doesn't, because it's all still in there. It's still there. And I've watched many a person, and some friends, go down the rabbit hole of substance abuse, and it's a killer. And it's a short-term fix to a long-term problem. And and I don't know if anybody here is a Chains fan, Alice in Chains. But if you look at Lane Staley, and he was not a veteran, but the dude went through something big in his life. And then once he went down that rabbit hole, and at first he said it was fun and it helped, and then he said it turned against him. And that is what is happening to a bunch of us out in the veteran community, is we've used to the point where, you know, to get away from what's going on in our head, but then it turns on you and you can't get out. Now, I'm talking about one small aspect of it, not minor, one small aspect of it. There's so many other things that hold us up. You know, I talked about shame of going to get help yesterday. Now, you have to put your pride aside to make sure you're here, especially if you got kids. You got to get it together. If you don't have kids, you still got to get it together, because you still have family around you, parents. And no parent should bury their child, and we've done that far too often with our soldiers and sailors, Marines, airmen over the years. You know, all the way back to the beginning of this country, we've had parents burying their kids that died in the line of the service of this country. But the thing is we have written that check to the United States public and our Constitution that, you know, we can go die for it and willingly do it. That damn check is not self-cashing. So quit trying to cash that damn thing and get back into your life. There is, and you know, I always say this. I make it sound so easy by saying what I say. But the bottom line is you have to make that choice to get the help that you need. You have to want to do it. You have to get to that point in your life, and only you can accelerate that. And the thing is if you accelerate it too much, you can hit that wall and you're not going to make it. Now, that's not what we want to see happen. You have to sit down and think about where you're at, what's going on, what you're doing to yourself and what you're doing to those around you, and say, all right, I really probably should get help. But you got to really want to do it. You have to be able to say to yourself, I need to make this change and make it stick. And whatever else you can say to yourself to convince yourself that you need to go do it. And once you get to treatment or whatever that you're doing to make yourself right, you can't chicken out. You can't get scared. You can't say this isn't for me. You have to go that course all the way to the end of it. If you are actually in treatment, go to the end of the course of it, and then be able to say, okay, this is probably not going to work, and I better start looking for something else. Make your mission in life to survive and to find something that works. That way you can help other people. I'm watching somebody right now go from, and I didn't know them before at all, but I've watched them come in to a group and be kind of iffy, I guess is a good word. You weren't sure which way they were going to go. But you know what? This person is turning into one hell of an advocate for veterans and himself. And I'm freaking proud of him. Now, he's made choices to go get treatment and stuff like that he needs. And once again, it's the salute. Good job. You get out there and do it. Make yourself as whole as you can be. You get one life, and all sorts of crap is going to happen in it, and some of it's going to mess you up. I know I've got things I still work through. I try to keep them down. I've worked through them to the point where I've got them where I need them, which is in my memories, but they don't drive me day to day. And back in the day, they used to. But the bottom line is, you got to want to help, and you've got to take that chance that it's going to work. You can't be a negative Nelly and defeat yourself before you even get moving. Have some confidence in your own abilities to take care of yourself. Far too often, like I said yesterday, we sit in neutral and don't go anywhere. And then sometimes we throw that damn vehicle in reverse and speed up backwards straight into a wall. And then we're like, well, see, I can't do it. And then it's self-defeating. And you can't do that to yourself. Give yourself more credit and have some confidence that you can do this. And yeah, it's going to be tough. It's going to push you, but you can do it. All right, time for some push-ups. The tail just jumped on me. Wasn't a gator, so I'm good. Or a black widow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 1 for the airborne ranger in the sky. 1 for the infantry. 1 for the fallen. Selfish plug. Excuse me. Selfish plug. YouTube. That _pushup_ guy tough. Instagram. That push-up guy. Reddit. That push-up guy. Twitter. That guy push-up. Facebook. Jim Tough. And 27 Facebook groups. Still working on fixing the issues with uploading to the groups. I'm not sure what the hell's going on. Sorry about any of the crappy looking videos. Whew. Please, if you need help, seek help. Get it from friends, family, professionals. There is no shame getting help. Do what you got to do to be here. Bottom line, do not use suicide as a permanent solution to a temporary or permanent problem. You got this. We will see you here Monday. Tough out.